All right, so welcome everybody, anybody. It is Thursday, September 12th, and it's getting late here in Arizona. 9:57 p.m. All right, this should be pretty simple and undeniable. Former Arizona judge who sentenced man to 290 years in prison. Wow. Now advocating to shorten that sentence. Carl Buske and Adam, look at that name. It's like Adam, Atdom, at dumb. Yeah, you can email me at rebornleo81 at dumb. Anyways, appreciate y'all. Adam, Patsalis. I'm gonna butcher the names. Maybe we'll get the name correct in the video that I'm about to play. But these two characters here, so Carl and Adam, okay, were both serving nearly 300-year sentences, and it says here's why that's changing. So and this was like in the morning when I put this together, in the AM, excuse me. Look at 96 degrees. You see that? All right, so even though Busque's conviction was what Leonardo says was required by law, the severity of his sentence has continued to loom over the judge, right? After all, he was the man who put Buske in prison for the next 3 centuries. Now, nearly 17 years later, he's working to get Buske out. And if it's Busk or Busk, whatever, Buske works right now, okay? So 290 years in prison. Okay? I guess it's just in case. I guess you got to put the sentencing with the crime, right? But and he was at the time, look at this, I think 47 years old. And again, once again, it's a selection year. This is A to Z decodes, by the way. Arizona decodes, 26 letters in the alphabet as well. You know, we use the 4 ciphers. But look, Trump equals 47. DC 47. Government 47. White House 47. Okay, and you see that 290 over there? 290 years in prison. Trump equals 29. All right. Just saying all of these trending stories just come through a system, and it's like a lottery. I mean, it's just we prove it daily, right? So Leonardo is a retired Pima County Superior Court judge and former U.S. attorney in Arizona. He said his goal was always to achieve justice, but he now fears that he has become an instrument of injustice instead. Okay, and Judge has that. Judge syncs up with Trump as well. Oh, and look at this: 29 felonies. All right, you see that? 29 felonies, and yeah, the 290 years right there, related to possessing images of child sex abuse. Wow. Leonardo was required by law to impose a sentence of 10 years per image. Data from the Arizona Department of Corrections lists his release date May 6th and 2255. See that right there? So let's say it's 21, so 30, so that's 33 years ago. Or that's in 33 years. Yeah? Interesting, right? Let me just double check my math real quick. So, 24. So that would be 54 would be 30. Oh. My bad. So 24 to 54 would be 30. So, 27. My bad. Was that the math that I was doing? So that's 27. I mean, we're like live and we're on video. Notice how I haven't done a live in a while. They shut it down. Now you can't even search the Daily Decodes 81 channel, y'all. Okay, so let's play this clip. You know, we got it. We're getting familiar here.
Two men in Arizona prison sentenced to nearly 300 years each for non-violent crimes. And now a group called Arizona Justice Project and even the judge who sentenced one of the men are working to get them out.
12 News journalist Colleen Sikora spoke with their advocates and explains how this could have happened.
For years in the justice system.
My goal was always to try to achieve justice.
Now retired Pima County Superior Court Judge John Leonardo, who is also a U.S. attorney in Arizona.
In this case, I felt that I had become, in fact, an instrument of injustice.
Injustice in a sentence he said he was required by law to impose. What was the sentence?
290 years in prison. And he was at the time, I think, 47 years old.
Carl Buske's prison release date listed on Arizona Department of Corrections as May 6th of 2251. Buske was convicted and sentenced to 29 felonies related to possessing images of child sex abuse, each for 10 years, making a total of 290 years in prison, far longer than the roughly 5.5 years a federal review found of non-production child pornography offenses.
You can actually rape or physically molest a child and have a less sentence than this. So when you think of all that, there really is no rational basis to have this kind of a sentencing scheme.
Leonardo now says he's helping take Buske's case before the Arizona Board of Executive Clemency, trying to get his sentence down to the 17 years he's served already and trying to get the law changed too. What kind of hope do you have that his sentence will be reduced?
Well, I'm hopeful. I think it's rare that the board recommends commutation, and it's rare that the governor grants it. But I noticed in the news that just a couple of days ago, a similar case.
That similar case.
How would you characterize then his 292-year sentence? Incomprehensible.
One Lindsay Herf, executive director of the Arizona Justice Project, has been working on for 6 years.
It means that a person who was struggling and, had nowhere else to turn and committed some low-level property.
All right, so I'm going to go forward now.
Two men in Arizona.
I did just spill coffee all over myself. That was cool. All right, well, I bounced back. All right, so this says Tucson. It's just a little more info on them, but we'll go forward here. So right there, we already read that. Well, check this out. I mean, 29 felonies. Okay, and you heard the 290 years. Look at the name of one of these guys here. Okay, and there's like limited pictures here. That's like the only one I could find of this guy. Was convicted and sentenced to 29 felonies related to possessing images of child sex abuse. Okay, look, 29 and 92 right there. You get the duality, okay? But, I mean, that's just right away. It's like, okay, what are the odds? And again, Trump equals 29 as well. And we're going to be around that year 29, aren't we? And it's going to be like, are we even going to have another election? We'll see. 92 and 29 with this trending A to Z decodes, duality. That's interesting because 9/11 energy, and we're in Arizona airplanes, right? ASPC Lewis. Let's see. I'm just looking around. 16th day of the 5th month, 165. All right. So here, and you see that right there, 290 years now advocating for a shorter sentence. Immediately you get the 29. And look at the judge's name, John Leonardo. And look, Arizona judge. Okay, 131, 59, and 193, 3 out of the 4 ciphers we utilize. Forwards, that's self-explanatory with the alphabet. A to Z decodes 26 letters, right? Reverse, Z is 1, A would be 26. Alphabet in reverse, look at reduction. With that 59 match, you just reduce it at J, which is the 10th letter going forwards. And you add 1 plus 0, and it's 1. The 11th letter, 1 plus 1 is 2. And so on. And, look at, you even sentence even equals 131. So this is the right character, whether he knows it or not, right? You never know. I mean, it's pretty deep, right? So look at the other guy now. At dumb or Adam. That's interesting for a few different reasons, right? What else? I'm looking at it. I'm like, what's in there? Adam. That's an interesting spelling. And I know how to copy and paste the last name, even though I don't know how to say it. It looks like Patsalis, but I know it's not pronounced like that. 42 and 84, just like Arizona. And we're talking A to Z decodes. We have sympathy with these crimes, especially ones of this sort. At the same time, has to be done, and it matches all the. I didn't make up any of those. None of that's my opinion right there. You see that? So what's going on? And 42 and 84 right here, Arizona 84-42. You see that right there? And Arizona's the 48th state. So it's just look at 84 in reverse would be 48 if you just look at it right to left. You see how that hits right there, right? 48 state. Both serving nearly 300-year sentences. And if we were correct with that math earlier, that 2251 was at 27. Ritual equals 27. 27 lands heavy a lot with Arizona as well. Don't ask me to explain. Or, go ahead. It gets lonely, right? So I don't know. Even the 292. So 5 to 7 years versus 292 years. So even like that, it's still 2992. And I don't plan on reading all that, but it's still at 2992. And remember, we beat the Yankees. Oops, there goes the phone now. Remember, we beat the Yankees after 9/11. Okay? Arizona airplanes. And again, 92 and 29 equals duality. Okay? And we just had the 9/11 anniversary yesterday. So this is energy still from that going on, right? Okay? So now let's go forwards here. Look at this right here. Out of a list of 262 people, Adam was serving the 33rd longest prison sentence in the state of Arizona. There's certain words like, masonry equals 33. I know Trump got attempted assassinated on the 13th day of the 7th month. And I know that's 137, and that's the 33rd prime number as well. And I don't want to stretch on anything else with that at the moment, but Adam was the only person on that list who was convicted of non-dangerous offenses. said project direct Shawnee Ziegler. There was other characters, I think. I think I saw an image with other names. It might have been in another article, though. I'm not seeing all of them right there. And I think I got the article up. We can look at it. Or maybe they said something in the video I missed, but let's go forward here. Oh, okay. I personally don't think the system should be designed to take a 21-year-old kid and just throw them away. And that's what happened here, said Mina Mendez, the chair of the Arizona board. Okay. So just kind of going over the sentence, basically. They basically just want a reduced sentence there, right? Non-dangerous. I mean, that's a tough call, you know. It's a tough call. Hey, this is a real, imagine being like a judge. You know what I'm saying? And that takes a special character. But again, we still kind of question these stories anyways, right? So even that 262 right there. Oh yeah, out of a list of 262 people, this character, I don't know about this image here, but this is the character. So I don't know. I don't know if that, look how I don't know. Pictures are different nowadays, I guess, but out of a list of 262 people, Patsalis was serving the 33rd longest prison sentence in the state of Arizona. He was the only person on the list who was convicted. Oh, okay, the list right there. Of non-dangerous offenses, said project director. Look at that, though, just to show you with the 26, because I always see the 26 too. All right. Phoenix equals 26. Summer equals 26. And with this guy's name again, Adam Patsalis, I guess, and that's how you spell it. 150, and that's like 15. That's going forwards. Arizona equals 105. Again, like 15. And remember that last World Series. Are we coming up on another one now? Right. But getting close, maybe. I don't know. But remember, Texas beat the D-backs in the last World Series, and that was the 119th. Talking about 9/11 energy, and again, we beat the Yankees after 9/11, and that's interesting. Did you all know that Arizona airplanes, but Texas equals 15. All right. So yeah, that's nearly 300 years. That's how long these two guys were sentenced to serve in Arizona. Are they real people? Who knows? You know, we have sympathy with the story, with the children, right? And look at that right there. Sentenced in 2015. Okay, 15 for 25 counts of nonviolent. Who's going to be the president in 25? Look at the right there. In 2007, the court found Buske to be in possession. So that's my bad. You're just hearing. Oh, yeah, I think we said that earlier. But look at that. And remember, that sentencing date was 2251. I saw it with the other guy. Remember that? But that's in 27 years. If my math is correct. You know, I had a hard day at work. But yeah. Okay, and again, we're just using the 4 ciphers. In reverse with the guy's name. 201, and that's like 21. Then 21, and suffering from a drug addiction. began a sting of burglaries that lasted 10 weeks and hit roughly 20 homes. So look, you get like 1, 2, 2, 1, 0, 2, 0. So you get the 1, the 0, and the 2 again as well. He stole random items from homes. Yeah, this is him. He stole random items from homes, the one on the left. Garages, vehicles, but never had a confrontation. So I wonder if they just know when everybody's committing crimes, and then they're just like, there's a system like you're gonna get this guy. Cause I really think they know everything. It's just what I think they know. It's just they can't. What are they gonna do? I mean, they're gonna let a lot of that stuff slide, right? Interesting, but yeah, interesting, right? And look at that. Sentence man equals 207. And again, 24, yeah, plus 27 is 51. And we had that 2251 date. And we're going to look at the article again, too. Sentence man equals 207. In 2007, the court found Buske to be in possession of 29. Images. Last week, the board decided Patsalis will be released on parole. Wow, look at that. Thank you very much. I appreciate this opportunity, and I'm not going to let you guys down, he said. So how about that? All right. He told the board that he already has a support system ready for once he's released. All right. Now he has a chance to realize his dreams, to start a family. And did they say 17 years? I think it's what's in there. But anyways, to start a family and to record the 3 albums that he wrote over the years. So you get that 3 again, and they're like nearly 300 years. And it say the something about his sentence, the 33rd something back then. But anyways, okay, so what about the other guy? Okay, what about the other guy? It's important not only for all of us in the society, but for those who are serving those kinds of sentences. Okay. They didn't say nothing about the other guy. Let's play this video, and then we're gonna look at the article and see if there's anything else. Appreciate y'all too. I saved my phone from the coffee. I just got it on myself.
2 men in Arizona prison sentenced to nearly 300 years each for non-violent crimes. And now a group called Arizona Justice Project.
And they're doing that in Arizona in general with non-violent crimes. I need to state that. I still served 85% for a burglary charge. And that's still high, 85% of your sentence to serve. But I got out, I think, a little bit earlier, like a few months or whatever. I don't know. All right. Let's play this.
And even the judge who sentenced one of the men are working to get them out.
12 News journalist Colleen Sikora spoke with their advocates and explains how this could have happened.
For years in the justice system,
My goal was always to try to achieve justice.
now retired Pima County Superior Court Judge John Leonardo, who is also a U.S. attorney in Arizona.
In this case, I felt that I had become, in fact, an instrument of injustice.
Injustice in a sentence he said he was required by law to impose.
What was the sentence?
290 years in prison. And he was at the time, I think, 47 years old.
Carl Buske's prison release date listed on Arizona Department of
47.
Corrections as May 6th of 2251. Buske was convicted and sentenced to 29 felonies related to possessing images of child sex abuse, each for 10 years, making a total of 290 years in prison, far longer than the roughly 5.5 years a federal review found of non-production child pornography offenses.
You can actually rape or physically molest a child and have a less sentence than this. So when you think of all that, there really is no rational basis to have this kind of sentencing scheme.
Leonardo now says he's helping take Buske's case before the Arizona Board of Executive Clemency, trying to get his sentence down to the 17 years he's served already and trying to get the law changed too.
What kind of hope do you have that his sentence?
All right, I'm going to go pull up the article. I didn't hear anything about that guy. I think that's what we just heard. I don't think we got news on prison terms 290. Maybe he's still trying to get he was the man who put Buske in prison for the next 3 centuries. Now, okay, working to get him out. So they said the other guy got out. Nope, I'm not seeing. Let me see. Let me look at the Board of Executive Clemency. Okay, they're still trying to reduce Buske's sentence. I'm hopeful. I think it's rare that the board recommends commutation, and it's rare that the governor grants it. But I noticed in the news just a couple of days ago, a similar case said, okay, so we don't hear nothing about that guy getting released. So I guess they're working on it. And they're talking about redemption. Here, the other guy. So yeah, I guess the other guy is still trying to get out, I guess. From what I'm seeing here. Because they don't follow up. I don't see anything about him. So it is what it is. What is let's look at clemency. Let me copy that, and I'm going to look at that on the fly. I appreciate y'all if you've made it to this part. Let me paste this, and let's take a look. Mercy. I just got bit really nice by something. It means mercy, lenience. Okay. Oh, and it's a movie? That's interesting. Is the process by which a governor, president, or administrative board may reduce a defendant's sentence or grant a pardon. That's interesting, because Trump did a lot of that, didn't he? And remember, Judge syncs up with Trump, and I think it's like nearly perfect. Or you get all the numbers in there or something, right? How many celebrities has Trump pardoned? Oh, you weren't seeing none of that. Okay. Now you are. Issued a flurry of presidential pardons and commutations. That's very interesting. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about I worked hard today and I'm being a slave. It's like, ugh. Ugh. Anyways. So, yeah, Trump with the pardons even. And Judge syncs up with Trump. We might have to go hit the calculator real quick. Look, Lil Wayne, Kodak Black. I see right there. I don't know who that guy is in the middle down right here. Oh, Steve Bannon. I don't know if that's him. I don't think that's him. But yeah. All right. All right, so we looked at the article. It looks like one of them was released from what we see. But those 29s and 92s hit heavy, y'all. And we are going to just hit the calculator real quick, okay? Because you get all the 29s here, and Trump equals 29. And look at 88, 25, 47, and 29. Look at Judge. 88, 25, and 47. So 3 out of the 4. And look at reduction, 20. T's the 20th letter. Trump. Okay? And it breaks down to a 2. Tupac energy. Attempted assassination. Keefe D, same birthday as Trump. Alright? Tupac dead, 9/13. Twin Towers, 9/11. See what I'm saying? 2 days after, but a different year, right? You see how that is? Twins, him and Biggie, like duality, though. You know what I'm saying? Right? Oh, and let me show you duality. 92 and 29. We get a lot of that right now, like white cop, black guy every 4 years. It hits big, right? And it's just not a coincidence. You're seeing a lot of Floyd, the name. Even like Mayweather energy, boxing energy, a lot of that going on. But yeah, 92 and 29. And let me show you Arizona. This is Arizona A to Z decodes. Shout out to the people that watch the Elks Lodge. I'm not getting paid on this. I'm just like reporting, wow, look what I see. Let me help you all to see it. Okay. And this is what you see with Arizona with the 4. 84, 39, 105, 42. So see, you kind of get like a 15. Arizona's 48 state. And you get 93 a lot with Arizona, which would be just 39 reverse. We are in the year 24 as well. And Pat Tillman, ASU, number 42, right? And Grand Canyon State, 181, 42nd prime. Grand Canyon, 181. Tempe, Arizona, 181. All, the 42nd prime number. All right. And again, Texas beat us in the World Series right here. 15, like 105. You know what I'm saying? So, appreciate y'all. Sympathy with victims, but by the numbers somehow, some way, just reporting the story. That's what we do, right? I mean, we're reporting the story. But yeah, sympathy, positive vibes. Appreciate everybody for being here. If you're watching this later at some point, former Arizona judge who sentenced man to 290 years in prison, advocating to shorten that sentence. And you see that right there. You know what I'm saying? It just seems interesting how they you get the two guys too, right? Isn't that interesting? Look at this. Hold on real quick. We're both. That's interesting because you get the two guys, huh? As well. Like here's one, and then here's one with that 9/11 energy. Atom. Like what? Atom bomb? That's interesting too, right? At dumb. You could get dumb in there. Think about freedom. At dumb though. Oh, hey, hit me, whatever, at dumb. It's like Adam. So Adam, like Adam and Eve. But it's just interesting because there's symbolism everywhere. Remember, Trump's dad's middle name is Christ. I don't care if it's pronounced a different way. Remember, Jesus Christ equals 146, Trump's birthday, 14th day of the 6th month. Okay, I appreciate y'all, for real. Okay, until next time.